Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
3 down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 28 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. Give him 69 yards on the ground. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And Dalton to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Flushed out. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Third and long, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Pick it up. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, we got 3 down.
First and 10 for Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's our field. It's our field.
93, 52, 93, 40%.
Throwing again. Dalton is going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Right there, 54 Mike.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Andy Dalton now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
368.
Throwing. Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw to Dissler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Mike, 36. Let's go, defense.
Hey, 0.
Play action. Now Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Push him back.
To throw again is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
SOS. Begin.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Mike, Here we go.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Mike.
12. Let's get in there.
Let's strong. Fresno.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
On the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got three down.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll run it again with Penny. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Bengals' 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Three down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Perry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Tight end right. 3 down, 3 down.
Check 52.
Shift.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught. Lockett. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
3 down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. This is caught. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try and run forward with Penny, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage. Before being dropped inside the 40.
First down, Bengals.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. 2-by-2. Move. Go. 50, Mike, 50.
All day, just like that.
Jump.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, team 6.
Mike's 50. I'm coming.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2. Dalton here from the gun, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 76 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs. Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On 2nd and 12, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So now after the touchdown, Dalton will lead him up to go for 2.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
From the gun, Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Double count right here, double count. You can't block me.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Check hot.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Stop your whining. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Kill, kill, kill. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
Boom. That's how we do it, baby.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dalton hovering near the goal line. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. A win would be their first of the young season. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me